Good evening, one. Good evening, or welcome to the stream. Sit down, relax, grab yourself something to drink. Uh, welcome back. Welcome back to. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it's our 30th Starfield stream part two, I guess, because I'm literally jumping right back on it right after dinner. So yeah, why not? We'll just make this into like a two-part stream sort of thing, you know. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, guys, what's up? How's it going? So we just fought the massive Terramorph boss, didn't we? Reversing the signal and turning its brainwashed minions against it. So that was an interesting, cool little boss fight. Okay, bye. Yeah, this way. Are you hostile? Doesn't look like you are. Hello. You knew that a simple, like, leech type of animal can turn into that. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie, cunt.
Any comments? Questions?
Spectacular.
No? Good.
Hey.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is the plan going to still work now that we've got to clean up heat leeches and terramorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the Terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
Oh,
None
that's
of
true.
that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Nearly cost a couple fingers and toes, but yeah, we got it.
Hey, was worried about that myself. Though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss as you all were. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Actually, look, we learned something, but I can't say anything more. I promised.
Captain, he needs to know. Vay Victus is alive, which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Vay Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Vay Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
You really think it was him?
Plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC, but he's the only one we know had any knowledge of the Lazarus plant. So right now, it's the only option we've got. Will you do it?
It's funny, it's like my frostbite prognosis has improved, and then it just suddenly gets worse. That's like the fourth time it's happened. Do you want to come speak to him with me?
Captain, I truly don't. He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more useful in the lab right now than I would be grilling Francois. So do you think you could do it? Please?
He's not exactly a trustworthy source.
Whatever you can turn up is more than we have now. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Oh, did I just level? Nice. Might get the weapon mods up. Maybe not. Let me get assault rifle maybe. Do more damage assault rifles. Actually, maybe the carry weight. There's more useful things than the carry rate, honestly. See, this shit will come in handy. Energy damage is reduced. Food and drinks are 10% more effective. Improve my healing, maybe? Surveying is fine for now. Actually, can I improve the... Yeah, just the zoom. Yeah, it just increases the zoom at this distance. Don't really care for that. If it was like the efficiency of it, so like I scanned stuff more, that'd be different. Oh, you can cultivate plants at your outposts. That's cool. I might up my rifle damage, honestly, since I'm maining rifles. I could get more money, though. I don't know, all this shit is useful. I'm gonna do rifle damage, fuck it. Yeah.
Shotgun!
Time to greet the stars. We're in orbit. next?
We Q again. You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. The United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
Oh, you. Appears to be how we,
Let me check my logs. Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
You're a little late. I've already been to the planet, bro. Alright, da, 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 da. What's that beeping sound? Is that my spacesuit with the whole freezing temp shit?
Hey, you might want this.
Appreciate it, but hold on to it for now. Come here.
Yes, Captain? Go ahead. We've done everything that we can do for Urban's case, aside from going to Padarin. Something for you.
What's up, gorgeous?
Forward, Captain. Yes.
Sweet. This one actually comes in handy. I'm gonna hold on to that one.
You need something?
No, I'm good, gorgeous. Just chill there.
You might want this.
Wait, where does it? Oh, I was about to say. Mass District. Let's converse, buddy.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Don't play dumb. We know you were behind the attacks on Nuna. I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell me about your time in Londinian?
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Oh, we did, and a whole lot more.
Good news then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
Found a recording of you discussing the use of Terramorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you really don't know anything about the attacks? Is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
No more lies. Confess, or I turn over what I found.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau City, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
And no better way to show the UC what a deadly weapon they have, the Lazarus plan, than to use it.
Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found. But we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You just said it took you years to use the plan outside Londinian. You killed them for nothing. That information should have been handed over, secured it to keep it from ever being used. You didn't even trust your own people in the UC.
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of Terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time.
You just said it took you years to use the plan outside Londinian. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
How could you have coordinated all this from in here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into
Nope,
the
my bad.
proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
And why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
Orlays, why does that sound
Can't
familiar?
remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria. The man
So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor. You're sick. So I'm just your cover-up crew. You think you're very clever.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
What kind of honors are we talking here?
Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While of course they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it would have happened without my intervention.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here a while. They'll be honoring me for cleaning up your messes.
You're being honored only because I arranged change the situations where it could happen. Be grateful.
Fuck you.
And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orleza's role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
You think I'm just going to forget the fact that you killed people to accomplish your good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
What kind of work are we talking about here?
Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlez. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to tell the cabinet. I'll keep
Well, I
you
do
guessing.
hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
I'm gonna tell him. Fuck that.
Authorized personnel only.
Got any questions for me?
Stay here.
To the stars. I have something for you.
How do I get to you? This way.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
He organized the attacks on his cells.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Shannon name, make you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
He wanted his family's name to be respected again, so he decided to double down on being a monster. What a brilliant strategy.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
What do you think the cabinet would do to him?
My hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure. He's in a unique position, and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
He asked me to leave out his involvement in the attack, says to consider the lives he's helped save.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people. And I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Which method of dealing with the Terramorphs are you two leaning towards?
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
So both approaches to clearing out worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Aseles seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
You see, I want those animals back. They look so cool. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Achilles?
Aseles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aseles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
What do you think the cabinet will do when they learn that Vae Victor's involvement of the attack?
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
Nah, fuck that. He's too dangerous. Nothing else on my end, let's head in there.
And here we go.
I'm gonna pick the animals. I like the animals. It was so fucking cool.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That's correct, ma'am. It was a deliberate attack. Is a second report from who I think it's from?
This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so alarming. Now, is it true? Was the attack on New Atlantis planned?
That's correct.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
The report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Vae Victors organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vevictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Can you ensure he has no more outside contacts? He used UC functionaries to get these messages out.
That's truly disconcerting to hear. But cutting off Vevictus's contact with the outside world is likely to be just the beginning of his punishment.
What's going to happen to him?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
Whatever the cabinet thinks is the right course of action.
It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
What sort of measures will the UC be taking to protect the Lazarus plant?
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased.
And I believe there are other factions. No. Securing the plant isn't enough. It should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Hard for anyone to commit new attacks with the plant on free race. Destroying it and asking the Freestar Collectors to help proves the UC has no ill intentions.
We're all humans, and we're all in this together. I don't care whose uniform you're wearing. This affects us all.
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our 2 factions.
2 birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph and now also heat leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
I agree.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Do we need to do anything? Shouldn't destroying the Lazarus plant be sufficient?
I believe we have a responsibility to do something, yes. Heavens forbid, years from now, someone reopens the Pandora's box that Vevictus discovered. It falls to us to enact every measure required to ensure that day never comes.
I still had questions about the methods.
Please, ask.
What are the dangers of bringing back the the animals?
I can feel this one. While intimidating creatures, certainly, Aseles are docile and less provoked. They're honestly closer to oversized mobile scanners than deadly predators. The concern is that, while all proposed methods will be long-term efforts, the Aseles are the slowest. Slow to breed, slow to deploy. We do everything we could to accelerate that process, including mustering some of our mothballed cloning technologies. But if we do elect to use this method, we'll be doing things at the pace of a megafauna, which is not an expedient one.
What are the chances, really, that this microbe can cause problems for humans and other species?
Infinitesimally low.
But not zero.
The chance of a starship landing on you as you sit here isn't zero, yet you still attended. Personally, my fear isn't mutation, but Terramorphs developing a resistance. But that's something our group can continue to address if we decide to take this approach, as I believe we should.
Will the other factions be involved in the cleanup efforts as well?
This won't work without them.
Exactly right, ma'am. The Interstellar Affairs Office has already begun reaching out to worlds throughout the settled systems, informing them of the risks we're all facing, and that the UC has a plan to prevent what happened on New Atlantis from happening elsewhere. Thus far, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. The spirit of mutual cooperation displayed between the UC and the Freestar Collective in managing the Terramorph data set a good tone for the work we're doing, Captain. We expect we'll hit some resistance, but our office has plenty of carrots and sticks to ensure the program's widespread success.
What exactly is doing all this work, deploying whichever method we choose?
The responsibilities will be spread across multiple branches of the UC. Research and day-to-day administration will be handled by a new group under the Science Division. All diplomatic concerns and coordination will fall to Chief Yassine and Interstellar Affairs. But most of the actual on-the-ground work, that'll be handled by the Vanguard.
Hey, that's me. I don't have any other
Very
questions.
well. Then did you have a preference on the method we should deploy?
I mean, the animals were so cool. But I mean, realistically speaking, if they were able to control, with the technology they have, they probably could control something like this. And it would be the faster route. I want the animals. Fuck it.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
A whole new species. All over the galaxy. Yeah, this is going to go great.
Yes, because we're going to make sure it does.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Hey! Thank you.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
And as a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you, Captain, will have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
I really hope we see him around the planet. I really want to see those animals. They're so fucking cool.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
He should be up top, right? Yeah. Ah, fuck. Come on. Ugh, God damn it. Hang on. Yeah. Haha. God damn it. There we go. What's up?
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Can you tell me what a Class 1 citizen is?
It's a high honor. Have to do something big for the colonies to earn that sort of designation. Only ever met a couple myself, and certainly never given one orders. You should be real proud.
Thank you, Commander.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to...
That was weird. Fuck happened there? Yeah, my stream still seems to be good. Okay.
Grant you access.
Thanks for the 12 again. Where's the realty office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign.
That's incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But, with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space.
Sounds fun.
Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs.
Oh, definitely terramorphs.
Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Any of those missions call to you?
Actually, I'd start by helping out Purcell with these new alien threats.
Sure. He'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
Thanks. And I am going to head to the realty office. I want to check out my penthouse. I think it's this one here. I think this is it. Aphelion Realty. Hey, buddy. We need to converse.
It's a buyer's market right now. Good time to make a move. Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen. You've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Hell yeah. I'm interested.
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Hell yeah. Residential districts. Ah, shit. Oh, yeah, the view is pretty good too. That is pretty cool, not gonna lie. I need furniture though. How do I get furniture? Is this gonna be like a whole Skyrim thing? We're gonna talk to the fucking stewardess to get my place furnished. This will be the bedroom and shit. I have another balcony. Second bathroom. Hell yeah. Alright, how do I want to furnish this place? Laundry. Another bedroom. Decorate, there we go. Oh, I see. Okay. Really? So it's gonna cost materials to do it. Alright. A wall monitor. A rug, a floor mat. Coffee machine, a drink machine, a sink, a toilet. Hanging plants, hanging rag. How do I get more of these, by the way? Displays. Weapon rack. Very cool. Not gonna lie, I was hoping this would all be furnished out for me, but that's all good. It's gonna take a lot of fucking resources to get this stuff. Alright, let's go help, let's do Barrett's companion mission. Before I do that, strong wind has opened my fucking... Hang on, let me just fix my window real quick. Alright, hopefully I did it. Alright, let's go help Barrett. No rest for the wicked.
Gagarin has always been a bit of a pit in my stomach. I know it wasn't related to Irvin's death, but it happened right before he died, so the events were both emotionally linked to me. I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart.
What do we do now?
We need to reopen the case. See if there's anything that was overlooked the first time. We've done some legwork remotely, but we need to do some good old-fashioned investigating now. Hopefully it will be enough to clear Irvin's name.
I'm gonna take care of it, Barrett.
Oh, you remind me of him sometimes. Wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident.
What can you tell me about our lawyer?
Ellie Yankton. She worked on Irvin's previous case. Ellie is one of the few lawyers on this planet who's willing to take on the mining corporations in court.
Can you bring it? Did you bring everything we've discovered already?
I sent that to our lawyer already. I asked her to confidentially review what we've found.
Didn't this lawyer lose the case?
Yes, but listen. Nobody will stand up against the mining corporations around here. They're scared. She didn't want to lose the case, but she didn't have a lot to go on. Thanks to us, now she does.
Okay, let's talk to this lawyer.
She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Welcome to Gagarin.
Oh no, you can't afford it.
Your ship need fuel? Repairs?
No, we're good for now, buddy. Appreciate it.
You think you're hot? Try wearing security armor.
I definitely prefer the balanced jetpack. There should be... Maybe I can change it. Hopefully. I gotta find a spacesuit modification station. Actually, I think there might even be one on the ship. Hang on.
Let's see what's out there.
I do got a workstation, don't I?
Now, you're not pestering the captain, right, Cora?
Pester? You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never. Poor choice of words. You being nice to the crew, too?
Of course.
So this...
I could do some research at least.
fund I heard about?
Don't you always say, don't listen to rumors?
Hang on. take a synapsis. It'll help. Where are you? Research projects require fewer resources for 10 minutes. Pack mods. This is the one I want first. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, I got the pack upgrades, which is the ones that I really wanted. Do I have the workstation here? I do.
I always enjoy these moments.
Balanced. Oh, I need pack mods 3. Yeah! Alright.
Looks like it'll fit well.
Ooh. Out of polymer. Fuck. Okay. Glad I installed
Your
this,
shit
honestly.
smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
I know, right?
I hope you're having a good day.
I like you, kid.
Bye.
I have something for you.
Okay, managed to get some more research, so that comes in handy.
Said she would be expecting us.
IBN expert, thank you so much for the follow. I know it's hello there. Let me actually do this real quick because we're dealing with a mega corporation here, and I'm gonna be surprised if you're not the real lawyer. Hi.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we?
What do you mean about people avoiding Gagarin?
It's not a resort. It's a working town run by mining corporations. You don't come here unless you need to, and you don't stay unless you have to.
Or unless you're a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer who genuinely wants to make things better for others. Right, Ellie?
You're kind, Barrett. Yes, I suppose there's that type of person as well.
You handled Irvin's case years ago.
Yes. It was my first case as a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer.
Well, starting your career with a defeat is rough, Ellie.
It was. But in a way, it made me more determined.
Have there been other cases like this before?
Not exactly, but similar cases. A corporation commits a crime and needs a scapegoat, so they select someone powerless to target.
The quintessential Gagarin tale.
Indeed.
Let's discuss Irvin's case.
Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
Why didn't Irvin defend himself?
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid.
What was the judgment?
He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it.
We need to clear his name.
Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough.
Nothing we found is good enough.
Not on its own, no. It's circumstantial. Helpful to support our claim, but not enough.
What happens if you take the case to court with more evidence?
Best case scenario, we clear his name and his assets are returned, plus additional compensation.
We can find more evidence.
In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive.
Why do we need to establish a motive?
The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What was the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony.
We don't have any other evidence.
Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
Do you know which mine Irvin worked at?
Not really. All I know is that it's a Hephaestus mine from 20 years ago, somewhere on Gagarin.
I don't have a couple decades to wait for you to search them all, so we'll need to narrow it down.
Wouldn't Hephaestus destroy incriminating documents?
Not necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all.
Point us to the mine where Erwin was assigned to work, please.
That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
What kind of incriminating documents are we talking about?
Dear Diary, today we created an ecological disaster and then blamed it on an off-worlder. Love Hephaestus.
Funny. But you'd be surprised how often people write down things that get them into serious trouble.
Oh, do tell.
For comparison, I just finished a case against another company that was charged with illegally dumping waste near the town's water supply. Their permits specified a site that would have cost twice as much fuel, so they sent a memo to the driver to dump it at the first available location just outside of town.
They actually wrote that down. Classic.
I used to work on Argos extractor off-world. Maybe I can log into the Foundry system.
Do you think your Argos extractor's credentials could work? That would be handy.
Barrett, you brought someone with relevant work experience? I admire that.
I'm nothing if not resourceful, Ellie.
If that doesn't work, then maybe talk shop with another worker. See if they can help.
We just need to find the mine where Irvin worked 20-some years ago. How hard could that be?
Let me level with you both. It might not be possible to find enough evidence. But we may as well try, right? At least we'll know one way or another. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. The Foundry District isn't too far from here.
To the Foundry District. Okay, Owen's apartment is over here. Oh, fuck's sake. My laptop is doing this weird thing again. Hey, kid.
Sometimes I hide outside the door to Lizzie's bar. So many swear words.
You ever read about the early history of spaceflight? So political. So familiar sometimes.
I had to hike the damn canyon floor just to get to work.
I remember watching shiny new Mets roll.
Share the catwalks, all right? I don't want to have to fish anyone else out of the canyon.
Probably. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows, insufficient power for proper lamps. Oh, he must have been. No wonder he wrote so much.
That was a waste. Take the cyanide though. Potato?
Irvin didn't live here for long, but he certainly had a lot of junk here. I had no idea. Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal.
Who needs a terminal when I can just pick it? Oh, okay, never mind.
If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? He lived here for a few weeks. The plan was that I'd join him here. But everything went to hell with Hephaestus, so I didn't. I wouldn't have liked living in this metal box anyway.
Found a strange plan. Any idea what it is?
That is an extremely impressive specimen. And somehow it's managed to stay alive for the past 20 years. I'll hold on to it for now and see if I can't dig up some of Irvin's research on it.
Did you ever live with Irvin?
Me? Oh no, definitely not. I didn't even want him to go to Gagarin. But he didn't think it would take long. It shouldn't have been a big deal. And now it's one of the few things I have left of him.
Why don't you sell this place?
After all this is said and done, I will probably do just that. The honest truth is that it was easier to ignore. We should go over our evidence, right?
Yeah, hang on. Hack advanced lock, yes. Banana boat. Bum. Danko. That doesn't feel right. Essie, on the other hand, might be onto something. Never mind. Alright, this one's tricky. Maybe not. Got it. Looking safe. Irvin Madden, you received a mine assignment and your foundry passcode. Soon the mine assignment is specified in the contract and the key allows you to have access to the foundry computers for additional information about your particular assignment. We look forward to working with you. Natalina Harton, Hephaestus HR. Application submitted to Town Hall. Check application status at Town Hall. Evan, we have to talk. It's about the job. If you can, please reach out to me before you start job. Assignment, terminate Alpha Predator near the assigned mine for Hephaestus Mining Corp. Details is a highly intelligent Alpha Predator that seems to have recently emerged near the newest Hephaestus mine. Contact, I've been assigned to work with Dr. Helgi Håkansson to uncover why the creature is so aggressive and whether it has anything to do with the mine's activity in the area. Sweetheart, I know this is going to be a long job in Gagarin, so I thought I'd send you some flowers to cheer you up. I know how much you like the ones that aren't cut, and I found someone there who had a live plant. Ta-da! Don't worry about me. AJ's got me a new assignment ahead with Sarah. That'll keep me busy until you return home. Missing you always, Barrett. That's cute. Finalize apartment purchase. Send anniversary gift to Barrett. Meet new co-workers at the bar. The new co-workers at the bar might be interesting.
Will you look at that? If we go to town hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license.
I agree. One thing at a time, though.
Is that Irvin's employment contract? Let me see. No idea what mine H363 is, but we could search for it at the Foundry database. All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall.
Those are solid leads.
Much better than liquid or gas leads. That much is evident. It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but the plant is a good consolation prize.
Did Irvin say what it's for?
No, but I did find a few slates that might give us a clue, as well as a reminder to finish a physics paper that I never did.
You mentioned before Irvin brought plants on trips with you.
Yes, and it was always a remarkable species with an even more remarkable story. I wonder if the same is true for this guy.
What's the story behind this plant?
I'm not sure. It might not even be a plant. It might technically be a fungus. But there's probably a reason why Irvin tried his best to keep it alive. When we get back home, I'll go through some of his research notes. It might tell us something more about this plant. Hopefully it's not poisonous.
How much you want to bet that's like the deciding factor on the court case? How is it still alive?
Witchcraft, probably. But if you want a more scientific explanation, I have a couple of theories. It could go through states of hibernation, or draw moisture from the air the way epiphytic plants do. There's also that habitat dish Irvin set up for it, which gave it light and nutrients. Still, I'm not ruling out witchcraft.
I don't think it's going to help with the case.
No, maybe not. But it helps me. Irvin was the last person to handle this plant. It mattered to him. No matter how the case goes, this warms my heart. I didn't expect to find it, but I love that I did. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined. What do you think of Harvey?
Harvey works for me.
Then it's unanimous. Okay. The three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
Right. I also want to head to the bar. What's down here? Door's inaccessible. Never mind. Yeah, what I want to do is actually want to talk to the person at the bar. Hello.
Thanks again for the heat getting to you. I can fix that. See ya.
Right, you got that really fucking annoying thing that squeaks. Ugh.
Watch your step. It's easy to take it.
Town hall. Applications. check application status. Enter Irvin's application ID. Hunting license, mining coordinator status approved. Okay, well that's... your Argos extractor permit is... you do not need to apply again until it expires. Okay, cool. File a complaint. So the complaint box is at its capacity.
License was sponsored by Hephaestus after all. And we will be very interested to see this.
You know, I've been so busy, I still haven't gotten outside the city limits. No, it doesn't sound like I'm missing much.
Oh, that's the law office. Hang on. Don't go there yet. Head here first. Ivy's account. View my paychecks. Disperse. Thanks. Report an incident. Your reports help keep us all safe. Okay, forms. Okay, error. Never mind. View my assignments. Okay. Ivy. Search database. Request denied. Okay, let's go admin then. Welcome to... Sweet. Singles Mines. Company Hephaestus. Year 2309. Status inactive. Download coordinates. Being downloaded. Good shit. Hey, Barrett.
Worth a try. Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right?
What are we looking for?
Essentially any documentation that screams, Irvin isn't guilty, we made it up.
We should hire somebody to go there for us, right?
This is what we do. We're explorers, adventurers. But yeah, other than that, it's my fight. I don't want to get anyone else involved.
Let's go search the abandoned mine for incriminating documents now.
Guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Well, where the hell's the mine? There it is.
Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago.
Actually, I kind of want the boost pack that I had earlier. So what I'm going to do is actually get that back. Because that boost pack had camouflage and it was balanced. So it was actually a better boost pack in general. Chameleon, balanced. I did put it away, right? Yeah. There are indeed hostiles around. Oh. A juvenile pest? Hell is that? Oh, god damn it. Wait, they see me? How do they see me? Thanks to me upping the rifle damage, this gun does even more damage. Jesus, what are these things? Kind of scary. Am I encumbered? How am I encumbered? I am indeed encumbered. Why am I... Ah, right, the pack I... Ah, and my arm is heavier, I think, right? How I'm wearing? Oh, yeah, god damn, it's 14.9. What the fuck? I really need to improve my carry capacity. I'll invest in that. Thanks to this armor weighing so much fucking more.
Breathe in that deck. Suitable air.
Definitely need to invest in more space. Next skill point I get, I'm going to add to the weightlifting skill. Because if I'm going to wear this armor now, it's going to weigh me down significantly. Pretty sure that's the only space it will fit, so. Well, that didn't work. That will work though. There we go. Starting to think we're gonna run into some Varun zealots. Energy resistance, I'll take that. Does have some good energy resistance. Especially against the Varun zealots, they who love energy weapons.
Of stuff intact when they shuttered this place. I wonder if they were in a hurry or if it was just cheaper to replace it.
Right, it won't even scar.
Where did you come from? Oh, you're above. Okay. Whoever comes down will say hi. I'll take that comms building key, thank you. It's a grim house. I was wondering what the fuck that said. Take that in a minute. Like I said, I'm trying to take my incidents sooner nowadays. Ooh, I'll take the XP get boost, I guess. You know, I bet you that helps if I upgrade my, improve, get that fucking food thing. Persuasion chance? Sure, that'll help. Damage resistance, that's not bad.
Well, they don't need it now.
Well, how long does the damage resistance last for? Oh, this only lasts for 30 seconds. What the fuck? Oh, this only lasts for 5 minutes. Well, I guess 5 minutes isn't too bad. Fuck it. Since I'm encountering these weird alien things. Ah, you're up here, huh? Is there another one? They appeared on my radar for like a half a second. Yeah, again there. There, what the fuck? Yeah, you see it? That's weird. And I was expecting more of them. take the aluminum. Don't need the cutter. It's just not worth it. I'll take the uranium. Cheers. Oh, did I actually, like, leave? I did. Whoops. Alright, let me take my incident mark. Let's have a look. Alright, all good. Let's get back to it. Distilled water. Not worth it.
This looks promising. This looks like administration. Company records. Bingo.
Do you think I found that key? We are still recovering from the collapse. The full death toll is unknown at the moment, but currently there are 13 confirmed dead. I'll be consulting with the head geologist about how best to move forward from this unfortunate incident. While drilling, we seem to have stumbled upon a nest of some sort. We aren't certain of the species of creature it belonged to, but it seems to be deserted now. We will continue drilling once we know for certain that the nest has been abandoned. So they pissed off some sort of animal species. Hence why Irvin was sent to hunt it out. 4 grand for that, I'll take it. Ooh. Small chance to frenzy a target. 25% increase in attack speed. Plus 30% damage against aliens. Mine status. Decommissioned on 9/01/2309, approved by Hephaestus. Irvin. Hire 2309, contract short term, assignment terminate, local predator, assist Dr. Helgi with environmental impact study, workstation, cabin, lab. Helgi. Assignment conducting an environment impact study which is incorporated in several upcoming land acquisition bids in 2310, Cavern Central Chamber. Hephaestus ordered the immediate closure of the mine and all others in the area, even though we are at peak extraction and efficiency. Mine will be sealed in the standard fashion. All equipment unrelated to the extraction is to be left behind. Helgi unexpectedly quit today, citing ethnic violation on the planetary scale. Irvin's contract is over and no more predators or any wildlife have been found at the mine. It's a miracle. Year 1 is complete. We are now at full production. The site is expected to be fully depleted far ahead of schedule due to the removed complication of volatile gases. Now estimated depletion 1st of the 2nd, 25th, 2309. Irvin Madden was able to kill the largest of the predators. Currently no wildlife is at the mine anymore. Relatedly, the volatile gases from the extraction point are now fully depleted. This did not happen at the previous mines. Hephaestus has hired Irvin Madani to kill one of the main predators that hasn't left the area for weeks. He will assist Dr. Helgi Hawken, who is studying the strange predator behavior. Okay, so this is going backwards, by the way. Large predators have been circling the mine and attacking each other. Purpose is unclear. They are very violent, and security from Gagarin's settlement is unprepared for this, so they left. We sent for further assistance. This could disrupt extraction. Security. Mine H363 sent for security today when one of those local predators arrived to feast at the collection of dead carcasses nearby. We have started to burn their corpses in hopes that it will go away. Volatile gases were previously requiring special protective gear have plummeted below critical levels for the 4th straight week, as it is the trend that mines as is the trend with mines after the first year operation. We've read this one, right? Yep. The crew found a flock of dead creatures around the entrance of the mine today. They seemed diseased and starved, but we don't know why they came to the mine. Exactly on time, 6 months to phase 2. We have penetrated the subsurface layers of the slime and biomass below the top layers of materials and have full local access. Gases are escaping through the bacterial layers at a rate higher than the previous mines in the biome, but that has assisted in reducing the amount of biomass. Dr. Haukerson is investigating. Dr. Helgi Haukerson has been assigned to the current active Hephaestus mine to evaluate the situation with the subsurface bacteria. He has full authority to conduct any experiments needed. Mine H363 has been commissioned for the standard 2-year contract or until the extraction is complete. Hang on, wait, was that it? Yes. Okay, that can fit in 2 places. Let's have a look here first. If that works, then that one won't. Okay, so that one combined with this one. So we got 3 open. We got 2 open. We just now need to worry about 1. Pretty sure this is it. Yep. Last login October 2309, account status deactivated. Unlock research terminal. Mission granted, terminal H363A Helge's research station has been unlocked. Erwin Madden's research station. Unlock.
Right. Let's go find Irvin and Helge's lab stations.
Yeah, so we unlocked the research area.
What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip?
Shh, that's what you're for.
The evidence we found so far, not a problem.
That's a trippy gun.
Okay. Let's keep looking around.
Where's the research station that this computer was talking about? Is it further in the mine? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Let's go do that. Now that we've unlocked it. This looks like a research thing. I've spoken with Foreman Skolman regarding the unfortunate collapse that occurred. He was recommending that we evacuate the rest of the mine in case of a total cave-in. To assuage his fears, I scanned the surrounding areas in the mine in an effort to prove its stability. What I found was quite encouraging. Continued drilling should pose no danger of a collapse. Although the veins we have been mining for some time are currently trapped beyond the collapsed area. I believe that there's a solution. We can dig around the collapse and circle our way back into those veins. I'm confident this course of action will be satisfactory for Mr. Skolman. Here we go. This is one of the areas we unlocked. Experimental results. But they are not going to like what I have to say, Dr. Helgi. Irvin, I've included your analysis in my papers, which I've sent to the main office. Thank you for helping collect and analyze the data. I sincerely hope this makes a difference. Dr. Harrigan, the data tells us a troubling story. Could the microbial colony network be poisoned by the chemicals from these mines? Could this cause a global collapse? Ah.
It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, they ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with Irvin.
Nope.
This is it. This is what Ellie needs to see.
Hang on, we're working on it. There's still more shit we can probably get. Oh, hi there. You know what? Let's not kill these guys anymore. Let's go non-lethal. Okay, run away. Okay, you two chill. Oh, you killed it. That's all good. That'll really make a difference. Wait, wasn't this? Yeah, where is this? Hang on. I only haven't unlocked this. Where even are we? This is a nice easy one.
Carrying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a moment to shuffle things around?
In a little bit. Oh, we're here. Okay, then I went this way, and then we went down there. Okay. Yep, all is well. Alright.
But it seems was rushed.
There's the collapse that they were trying to work around. Do me a favor, hold on to some shit for me.
Seems like they have that. Ah, yes.
What's still weighing me down? Oh, you know what it is? I bet you it's the grenades. Yeah. Take half of these off my hands for me. There we go.
I don't know if people still curse Irvin's name around here. If there's any resentment left, fix
it. Let's not worry about going non-lethal. Nice try, little shit. I think I saw another one there. I did. Oh, what is this? I'll take that. Studies. Ecosystem collapse. Conclusion. Biochemical analysis of subsurface bacterial colonies reveals near total collapse caused by the gases released by the mining processes. Killing apex predators devastates a local colony temporarily, but they can rebound. The chemical released from the mines, however, are 95% responsible for the collapse of the ecosystem. My full report, including data, methodology, and analysis, will be sent directly to the main office. Summary. The apex predator species is an important component of the Gagarin ecosystem. The species is eusocial and has a strict caste structure with drones, defenders, and a primary productive gene or queen. The gene of each region produces irregularly and waste processed by the nesting process is used excessively by the soil microbes to form massive colonies below the surface. Raw report sent to the main office. Below the surface of Gagarin exists a vast microbial colony network that spans much of the planet. These colonies contain many species of microbes working together to convert dust and organic material into soil. Without these colonies, Gagarin's entire ecosystem will be devastated. Summary: if a local queen in the region hive of apex predators dies, one of the drones is promoted to queen by consuming the remains of the previous queen. The process of the promotion takes several months. Full report sent to the main office. My resignation. Due to witnessing numerous ethic violations at Hephaestus, I quit. This is my 180th report about the severity of the situation. What Hephaestus is doing in these mines will cause the biome to become unstable in the short term and will ruin our environment permanently in the long run. Read my studies if this is unclear. If anyone reads this at all, what a waste. I read it.
Like Helgi tried to do the right thing here. I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. He's citing numerous ethics violations dating back before Earth's time, and Hephaestus just ignored him.
Let's not piss any more of these guys off. Let's not kill them all. We don't want to wipe out the whole species here. Let's go. I mean, there could be more evidence deep in the mines. Oh, that's the queen. Oh, she's still alive. Sorry for these. Actually, I think I need this.
You're gonna wear yourself out if you carry all this stuff.
The fuck is that? Oh, this must be his plants. These things are cool. God damn it, you woke it up. Can you stop pissing him off? Give me your fucking grenades. You... Stop. Where are you? All this is going to hell because of you. Stop. Come here.
My favorite part.
Give me your fucking grenades.
Well, there it is. They hired Dr. Hawkson to study the gases and how it related to the mineral extraction process. Standard studies. But he discovered that the extraction process was damaging the ecosystem. Irvin's mentioned here, but his impact on that is clearly unrelated.
The company had a motive. These documents show that. Is this everything we need?
I think so, but Ellie will be the judge of that. I'd venture it's everything we need to clear Irvin, based on the dates alone. But if we want the full Monty, including getting Hephaestus to admit to the crime? It might take more. We'll have to see.
These documents show that.
Exactly. This is undeniable. The ecosystem was suffering long before Irvin arrived.
You got a copy of this data, right?
That's right. I'm sure Ellie has people that can verify its authenticity. And if not, they can always come here. Should be a lot smoother investigation after evicting a few of the tenants.
Good work, detective.
Let's get out of here. This place creeps me out now.
Look what you did. You killed one. I mean, sure, I killed several, but that's not besides the point. Let's get out of here before they wake up. Take this shit.
Can't believe they
Night,
left.
Ma. Love ya.
Let's see if... Back to the case.
God damn you! Should never given him those fucking grenades. Stop it. I'm gonna spare these fucking things. Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. No, hang. Alright, back to it. Fuck. Oh shit. That's a lot. I might take this opportunity and scan these guys. Damn. Come back here another time.
Hey, you might want this. I have something for you.
You have any problems? You should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
Ah, the balance boost pack is nice to have back.
Ellie! Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it. Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Here you go.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, pew, pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all. He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up. Plus, he's got a reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
I can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel differently. It might be worth finding some character witnesses too while you're looking for him.
Alright.
I'm glad you're taking it in stride. It's just, for a case with this much science, we need the man who wrote the claims to back them up. Maybe even explain it in layman's terms.
Where can we find him?
That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long.
Can we go to court without him?
We could, but I think we'd lose the case, bluntly. We can verify these documents are real, but Hephaestus can counter by attacking Helgi's character. They'll label him a disgruntled employee and then find a dozen independent scientists to confirm Irvin was at fault. But with Helgi in court, he can explain the science and help me challenge any countering theories during cross-examination.
Gun isn't huge. We'll look around.
You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
I can be very persuasive.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
All right. He said there was a document that says meet at the bar. Let's head to the bar real quick. Where was that again? There you are. Where was that bar? The one who's got that really annoying squeak to her. I really wanted to avoid it, but we might need to talk to her.
We're not supposed to leave the canyon. Too dangerous.
There it is. What the fuck? Are you what the fuck?
Hey, Cap. You hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low. Hard to believe what passes for polite conversation these days.
Half the city was shut down
What'll
the other
it
day
be?
for a corporate
See ya.
investment tour. I had to hike the damn canyon. They said Ark might come in here was gonna bring jobs. Then they automate half their damn factory. Ingrates.
I hate it when the walkways lost. The trick to the catwalks, just keep turning right. You'll get where you're going eventually.
What? I look like the welcoming committee or something? Then get out of my face.
How much you want to bet the doctor is the character witness? Hi.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured?
Give me a second. I'm gonna get drunk real quick. Listen, I'll do. Drop quick save real quick. I got 3 minutes.
Is there something I can help you?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Does the name Irvin Madani sound familiar?
No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right?
Did you treat a lot of the mine workers?
I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to.
We're looking for Helgi.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
We're working with, did Helgi ever talk about working for Hephaestus?
Only every single time I see him. But listen, I don't have time to chat.
We're working with Annie Yankton on a court case. It's for a good cause.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Yeah, you seem real busy. Could you vouch for Helgi's character?
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
That's not what we're after. We just want you to say nice things about him under oath. Only if it pertains to his coherence at trial.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best.
Thank you.
I need to get back to my work.
Actually, hang on. Do you have that drug that I'm looking for?
Then by all means.
Medical supplies.
I'm sure I have some.
Again, no one you can't seem to get that persuasion.
I need to get back to
drugs.
my work now, if you don't mind.
I still have the effect on? I don't. I don't think I'll need it for him. Actually, maybe I will. I got plenty of them anyway, so fuck it. Gotta lighten my load.
Trade in if you're looking for something special. Just ask.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt.
We're hoping to get him to be a witness in a case.
Yeah, I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that.
I promise this is just between us.
I mean, it might be okay.
I know you're going to tell me eventually. Why not save yourself some time? Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
Look, I get it. You got orders. I've got... okay.
I hear you.
Glad you're listening, man. Come on. That works.
I'm still willing to talk.
All right. Fine, fine. I don't know where he is, but ask Lizzie up at the bar. She knows everybody.
Bruh. Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past.
You're right. I'll find someone else.
Yeah, and while you're here, maybe see about buying something, eh?
Hey.
Coldest drinks in Gagarin. Ah, yes.
Oh my god, I hate talking to
The
you.
detectives.
That squeaking sound.
I heard about you.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess.
Can you help me find somebody?
There are very few secrets here in Gagarin, my friend.
Just makes the ones that exist much more expensive.
It is what it is.
Have you heard you are someone who can help locate people?
I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime...
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange.
I want to keep up
Let
about
me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
you need a location and nothing fancy.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
Who knows how long it'll be before you get another offer.
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point.
Prices are high and you know it.
Hold on. I never said that was my final offer.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, all right. Consider it a favor. Sending the coordinates now.
Booyah. Could you vouch for his character?
Wait, so let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk?
Good point. Maybe we should rethink this.
Yeah? I'm full of good points. Just be sure you pay for him. Don't cook yourself out there.
Most of these corporate clowns won't even show their face at Lizzie's. Not that she'd sign anything.
Our last head of security was a real hard ass. Now
Hi, Helgi. Hang on. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to convince you. Might as well use them, you know.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people?
You want to discuss something you two worked on?
Then find the history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Evan was Barrett's husband. We're just looking for answers.
He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
We know about Hephaestus and how you tried to warn them about the collapse of the ecosystem.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
And then Yankton's reopened the case. What do you remember about the case?
I remember not to talk with people who come asking questions about powerful corporations.
Can we pay for your corporation?
Believe it or not, I don't need or want your money. I made enough of it by working for massive mining corporations. I don't need to risk anything else.
Why are you so reluctant to even try?
Because I tried before, and they threatened me. 20 years ago. I still wake up in fear almost every night. They said if I ever left Gagarin, I left my wife to protect her. She didn't deserve any of this. Any of my mess.
Ellie Yankton's reopened the case.
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
We've got new evidence. All we need is for you to testify it's valid.
I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
Dr. Killer said if you talk about Hephaestus a lot, clearly this has been bothering you.
Yeah, been a thorn in my side, back and foot for 20 years. Maybe it's time I just pull it out.
You've been letting Hephaestus get away with this. That has to bug you. This case may be old, but it's important.
I know. There's a lot on the line.
Nobody else needs to know about this.
Maybe. Need to think about it.
Canada mining companies continue to get away with this stuff.
You may be right.
Got it.
You got a point. Hephaestus' scientists will just say my theories are unfounded without me to defend them. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Alright, we got it.
You heading outside the city? Be careful. If the heat doesn't kill you, the critters might.
Are you taking coffee orders? I'd kill for a cappuccino right now.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. We might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
Oh, security's not a bad idea. Didn't even think of that.
I have something for you.
If we can get multiple people to vouch for him, that's not a bad idea. I was thinking about that in the first place, but I didn't think of anyone. Who was that commander? Maybe the commander will help. Where was her office?
You from off-world? Well,
This isn't it.
A robot shall not harm a parcel, nor allow a parcel to come to harm.
That's not it.
Hey,
what's the punishment for
wrong?
That's the medical joint. Security office. There you are.
Could use a little something you want to report.
Do you know anyone named Helgi? Trying to find him.
If you need to file a report on him, please use the computer there.
How long would that take?
5 to 10 business days. Now please, move on.
Any way I can expedite that process?
Not unless you can fund Town Hall's reconstruction.
I'm working with Ellie Yankton.
Good. She could use their help. She would agree that following procedure by filing their report.
An idea. Quick huddle. Excuse us, folks. Important detective business here.
What's up?
Let's get back to Ellie. She'll want to know how this went. Hopefully.
Hang on.
If one more
Can you vouch?
depends on what we're talking about. What's this for?
We need to serve. We need him to serve as a witness in a trial.
All right. And what's that got to do with me?
Well, we're concerned the defense might have an unkind word or two about the doctor during cross-examination.
By doctor, you mean Helgi. It's true. We brought him in for a D&D. But he spent half the time apologizing, and even helped clean up the mess the next day. He's all right in my book. And keep in mind, it's a very big book. It's got the name of every criminal, delinquent, and rule breaker in Gagarin. But you won't find Helgi's name.
So you're important.
That's good to hear. If we need you, Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
Yeah. Have her ping my secretary.
Thanks.
Should get back to it anyway.
Alright, good shit.
I wasn't sure if Helgi would testify, but I'm glad we were able to convince him. Gagarin has seen some better days.
Okay, so we got the doctor and the head of security. Okay, if that's not good enough, I don't know what is.
Helgi's testimony should make this go a lot smoother.
Hey.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and... well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
Ellie will testify. She's not. Elgie will testify. She's not the best witness, but Dallisto might vouch for his character. Dr. Kelly might be a good character witness should we need it.
Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing.
Agreed.
We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it! Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like... what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
What's an aerogel?
It's a substance that is literally lighter than air, depending on the planet. Habitable planets tend to range from 1 to 2 milligrams per cubic centimeter. Most aerogels are about 1/10 of that. I feel like I'm currently hovering in that territory. Give or take 1/10.
We could weigh you to confirm.
Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although, we did do a lot of walking. I bet I really am lighter.
When do you think we'll get a verdict?
Ellie would know better than I. But I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes.
Do you think things will change on Gagarin?
I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the workers and the mining corps. But there's one thing we've got in our favor. There's more of us than there are of them. All it takes is for the people to realize it.
And you're feeling better and lighter.
I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
I think for a friend.
That makes 2 of us. 3 if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
That's cool. Perhaps Harvey has a preference on where to go, where we go next. I wonder if Harvey has a home planet we can visit.
I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. Getting lost is how he finds his way home.
I'm just surprised you aren't sick of me by now. Harvey's got a long way to go before he's up to our adventuring standards.
We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely.
Yes, Barry, we have certainly been through a lot.
On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Some people change us forever.
Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel. To be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Give life to the fullest as a gift. Many people never get that opportunity. Is a gift.
And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
Constellation has certainly changed who I am.
You seemed so skeptical of Constellation when we first started working together. It's good to hear you say that now. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
Friendship. I value your friendship forever, Barrett.
There's nothing that gives me greater happiness than exploring this universe with you, my friend. So now is the best time. Talk.
What's up?
Space is so hostile to humanity already.
What the fuck?
And
Hi
you
there.
made it just a little bit safer for everybody. No matter what you could have done differently, this will impact a lot of lives eventually. We'll have to mark it in the Constellation history books so we don't forget it when the Turamorphs are finally gone.
I don't care if I'm remembered for that.
So humble, too. People love that. Squeak! Balancing risk versus reward is tricky. Even more so when so much hangs in the balance. So, you really think the Asylees are going to work out, huh? You must have seen some data that I didn't.
They're awesome and also safer.
They're reliable is, I think, what you're trying to say. And yeah, I get where you're coming from. At least with the extermination of the Lazarus plant, the Asylees will have an easier time.
Showing Lazarus plant might made things safer.
Given the length of time needed to deploy the Asylees, combined with the amount of time needed to hunt down all the Terramorphs, it's going to be a while before we know if that's enough.
Well, let's be real. The Asylees was a fucking awesome animal. It was literally like it had like a parrot's beak. It was like this cool little like armored giraffe. It was fucking awesome. It was like a giraffe fusion with an armadillo fusion with a bird. Who wouldn't like that? That's fucking cool. Why does my radar keep popping up as hostile every now and then? What if it's a starborn following me? Ooh, you see? Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Who's hostile on me? What's going on here? Is it a starboard? Well, I can't actually jump. Can I climb this? Yeah, no way. Fuck. Alright, cool. Alright, well that's a good spot to end it. We managed to... Well, I think we finished Barrett's companion mission, which is good to know, which is awesome to have. So yeah, I am going to have to call it here for the night, guys. Can I sell anything? Barrett's got all my shit there. So I'll worry about that later. So yeah, as for now, I am going to jump off here. I'm going to drop a save real quick. So firstly, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright everybody, take care. And have a good one.